Once upon a time, in a world brimming with vibrant colors and animated creatures, lived a clever and resourceful little hen. Known as Little Red, she set out with a determined spirit to bake bread, a task she hoped would fill the air with warmth and joy. Her journey started in her small garden patch, where she planned to grow golden stalks of wheat. One day, while examining her seeds, Little Red met Corky the squirrel. He was busily chattering to himself about acorn arrangements. "Would you like to help me plant these seeds?" Little Red asked, hopeful. Corky paused, eyed the seeds, and swiftly scampered up his tree, mumbling about needing to sort nuts. Undeterred, Little Red continued her work, carefully sowing each seed. Days passed, and under her diligent care, the wheat blossomed. She then met Wise Old Turtle as she was preparing to grind the wheat into flour. "Would you lend me a hand, Wise Old Turtle?" she inquired politely. He peered over his glasses and replied, "My dear hen, my mind is deep in ancient texts. Perhaps another time." Persisting in her labor, Little Red ground her flour, ready to knead it into dough. On the way to the river to fetch water, she encountered Chatty Rabbit, who was sprawled under a sunbeam. "Could you join me in baking this bread?" Little Red asked. Chatty Rabbit blinked lazily and said, "Oh, I'm much too engaged in watching clouds today." Despite the lack of assistance, Little Red pushed forward, mixing, kneading, and finally, baking a loaf of bread. Her efforts were about to be rewarded when, out of nowhere, a fierce storm swept through the vibrant landscape. Trees bent, and animals scurried for shelter, their world shaken by the chaos of the storm. In the eye of the hurricane, the aroma of freshly baked bread wafted through the air, leading the distressed animals to Little Red's cozy corner. Recognizing her diligence amidst their crisis, they realized how her loaf of bread could indeed symbolize hope and comfort. United by necessity, animals like Corky, Wise Old Turtle, and Chatty Rabbit gathered, realizing the strength in teamwork. They helped one another rebuild their homes, sharing the nourishing bread that brought them together. Through her toil and persistence, Little Red had not only baked bread, but had also baked a lesson into the hearts of her companions. The essence of hard work, forgiveness, and the unbreakable bond of community was learned. Together, they watched the world slowly return to its vibrant self, enriched by their newfound unity and friendship.